Secret files about the assassination of JFK secret no more. Tonight, hundreds of thousands of pages written about one of the most debated events in American history have been released. But there's a twist. About 300 files have been held back in the name of national security. Good evening to you. I'm David Wade.
I'm Lisa Hughes. Just before all the documents were to be released, the CIA and the FBI asked President Trump to keep them under wraps. Liam Martin's here now. And Liam, he reportedly reluctantly agreed.
Lisa and David, it's going to take days for experts to pore over all these documents, but we are already getting some interesting insights tonight. As for the insights that were withheld in that final hour, that is causing controversy tonight.
Spectators waiting their chance to see the president.
From the moment President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, conspiracy theories have abounded. And the release, required by a 1992 law, of some 3,000 government documents was supposed to put at least some of them to rest, including for the Secret Service agent who watched Kennedy die.
Perhaps within them we'll find out the motive or answer the question why. That's one of the more important things to myself and to others.
But late Thursday, word that President Trump was blocking some of those records, citing concerns about revealing FBI and CIA sources who might still be alive.
This breeds more conspiracy theories because people will speculate on what's being held back.
Tom Samoluk was deputy director of the government board in the 1990s that decided which records would be revealed. He says there's no smoking gun in the documents, but there are legitimate questions about whether or not Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
I think that the Warren Commission closed a lot of doors. They did not want anybody to believe that it was anything but Lee Harvey Oswald acting alone. I'm not sure what happened. I think it's kind of lost to history to unequivocally say what happened.
The documents just revealed show that 2 months before the assassination, Oswald visited the Russian embassy in Mexico City and spoke with a KGB agent in broken Russian, which will add to questions for experts about why the CIA was tracking Oswald.
The question in the back of my mind has always been, didn't the CIA know much more about what was going on with Oswald in Mexico City? Didn't they suspect that he was a much bigger threat? And why didn't they warn Washington of that at the time?
And that is not the only lead in these documents. The CIA director at the time reveals that JFK's successor, Lyndon B. Johnson, had speculated that JFK was murdered as payback for the U.S. assassination of Vietnam's president. The documents also reveal that the FBI fielded a threat on Oswald's life the night before he was assassinated, but obviously failed to protect him. Lisa?
Interesting, Liam. Thank you. We've posted a link to the newly released